The Barcelona Pavilion was designed in 1928 by architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe and was constructed in 1929 in Barcelona, Spain. The building instantly became a key reference to Mies' career, as well as a symbol of the 20th century modernism movement and an inspiration for architects all over the globe for numerous generations. Originally designed as the German National Pavilion, an exposition space for the 1929 Barcelona International Exhibition, the pavilion was never meant to last long. It was torn down not even a year after its construction. However, the building was so momentous that its physical non-existence shuttered the architecture world, driving a group of Spanish architects to reconstruct it in the mid-80s. Originally, Mies was appointed to design a building to host King Alfonso VIII of Spain, along with a group of German officials at the installation of the exposition. The pavilion was meant to be the face of post-World War I Germany and show the prosperous, pacifist, and democratic side of its culture through a clean, contemporary structure. Precisely, Mies has reached this goal. This architectural portrait of Germany became a significant landmark, marking the era of architectural modernism as it radiated the nation's growing progressive culture. The pavilion has been most praised for its weightlessness and openness. The simple, asymmetrical plan, absence of doors, low flat roof, and bold use of materials contribute to that effect. A set of non-interlocking walls define the interior spaces without creating the stuck-in-a-box feeling. Thus, we see the pavilion as an expansive public interior rather than an intimate space, although the interaction between visitors and the building is certainly intimate. Mies explored the different ways physical elements can be manipulated to create a place. He was interested in designing a pattern of spaces, experimenting with the space within the space, interlocking spaces, and circulation.
The structure of the pavilion's roof has received tremendous acclaim. It appears floating mid-air, creating an illusion of a blurry common space between the interior and the exterior. The low stature also tends to narrow the visitor's line of vision that forces the person to view that were intended to be framed and brought to limelight by Mies. As a whole, the walls inside of the pavilion activate the framing phenomena that paves way for circulation. Movement by means of these views is usually between narrow passages that leads to a larger volume. Mies's pavilion did not abide by the then existent conventional methods of exhibition, which consequently denotes its individual privilege. Talking of which, it also resides in one isolated, secluded corner which is quite distant from the hoopla and hullabaloo of the vibrant city of Barcelona. In our opinion, any building is a reflection of its creator. Apparently, this piece of work was unexpected in terms of its design, considering who it came from. It was believed that Mies was into industrial architecture, and it was undeniably a breakthrough for both the design and the architect's legacy.